guys, UnoPro here for another Songhai video. I know I've been playing a lot of Songhai lately, but I'm really taking the ladder quite seriously this season. But I'm sure at some point I will be playing some other decks, so if you're looking out for that, don't worry, it will come eventually. Just going to show you guys, same deck I've been using, except with one Crossbones in it, which we might actually just take out quite right now. There was a lot of mech decks earlier on the ladder today, and I hate losing to mech decks. But apart from that, just exactly the same deck. So we're currently number 3 on the ladder. We won quite a few games in a row at 3, but it can be quite hard to climb at this rank. So we'll see how we go. Did get my 800th Songhai win the other day though, so that's pretty cool having 8 ribbons now. Hopefully I can get another faction ribbon. I'm not sure which one I'll go for next. I've just got 2 Vitruvian I think and 8 Songhai. Possibly play some Abyssian, but you know, Songhai is so good, and if I have the chance to play my favourite faction when it's competitively viable, then I will. And you know, counterplay for some reason keeps putting Songhai at the top. So, alright, hopefully we find a game soon enough. At least the average wait time thing is a bit more accurate these days.
Abyssian.
There we go, not too bad.
Songhai.
Alright, Abyssian can be a tough matchup, especially if they tech pretty hard against us. Alright. Definitely don't want Artifact Hunter, but I think I want both of these two. This is better by itself, and if we get 2 2-drops, this is better. Plus, you kind of always just want Tusk Balls in your hand. It's just that good a card. So it is just trying some new settings, so I'm just fixing them up here. I apologise for that. But just trying to get some higher quality because I think my monitor resolution was too high, or however it works. So I'm trying to get it a bit, you know, a bit higher quality. So when in favour, I normally go for the 2 2-drops. Definitely healing the Tusk Ball here. Obviously, 1 health is nothing. I used to kind of try and block off one here, but I realised it doesn't really do anything because the other one's open. So what I like to do is secure the middle. It's just the best square to be on. You always want to have your general there. Okay, so a nice start. This is the kind of start you want. Grasp of Agony, Spectral Blade is definitely what we feel. So unfortunately, it seems like this guy's a bit of an experienced player, but he's still in silver, so he obviously hasn't been playing very much. But you know, it's a bit worrying when it comes to if we lose this game. Okay, so because he hit here, then we're definitely going to trade in. Get rid of the Saber Spine. We're going to play for ball control and value for now. Not really worth doing anything with that this turn. So we're definitely doing this. Because his general's here, we can take the middle mana tile. I want to make a question. I need to decide how I want to play around Knights or Assassin right now. Because I don't care if the Tusk Ball gets hit, but the Lantern Fox getting hit could be a bit annoying. So if I play it here, he just needs 1 step around, and that's fine. If I play it here, it's also the same. Unless I don't take the middle and go here. That actually does seem okay. I don't think the middle is that important right now. Yeah, I want to protect the Land Fox. That's a really nice way for him to get back in tempo, is to get a free Land Fox kill. Could deny the mana tile as well, actually. We'll let him have the mana tile. It's very important for Fox to live, and it's a really good killing edge target as well. Because I mean, he can play 2-drop and Night Sorrow, so maybe it's better just to play it on there. But his hand hasn't indicated that he's had 2 drops really, I guess. And I apologize to my opponent for playing slow, but I want to make the best videos I can. And focusing on the specifics is a great way to improve as well. Okay, so it looks like it's definitely a swarm kind of Abyssian. So we can actually get a free Phoenix Fire here, essentially. I don't feel like we're going to be using Saber Spine for a little bit. Alright. Pretty bad hand here. Okay, so we'll hope Sarlacc doesn't spawn over here. Alright, just out of range, we got a little bit lucky there. So we could Killing Edge this. We could definitely Killing Edge this. Definitely going to be Phoenix firing his face. Work on that artifact. Do we want a Killing Edge here? Seems very all in. If I didn't have the Heartseeker, maybe I could consider it. But a Heartseeker Killing Edge. Plus, because he's running Sarlacc, a good chance he's running Ritual Banishings, and our Killing Edge will do just nothing in that scenario. This way, if he Ritual Banishings here, then we maybe can get a Heartseeker off. Okay, so we've got him quite low. Okay, so there's the Night Sorrow Assassin. Okay, so our Heartseeker is likely to die unless we Killing Edge it, but that's probably fine. Okay. Oh. So the good thing is he'll... Oh, I was going to say he'll want to get value out of his artifact, but we can get the final charge of that gone. So we have 10 damage. And that would get rid of the... It would get rid of his artifacts as well. Okay, let's get rid of Artifact Hunter then. I think it's just so much damage that I'm actually willing to risk it. Okay, what we'll do is we'll trade this because I don't want him to get too much value. We'll move here, trade this, so that he doesn't get an insane amount of value from a Actually, we might as well play this. Yeah. The Deathwatch 1/1 health thing. I'm horrible with the names. I stuff this up all the time in my videos, I know. This way, he can't trade in a ton of things. But it's also hard for him to play it now because he needs another card that will be 1 mana to deal with this. And it's really convenient that he's only at 6 mana, because Ritual Banishing means that he can no longer play Emerald Rejuvenator as well, which is his best answer. Plus he still needs to protect his back, because we've got Silhouette Tracer. Okay, last spell was Killing Edge, right? Okay. That's gonna be game. Alright. Okay, so we'll simply jump behind him and hit him in the face. Only way, he needed Dark Fire Sacrifice a Mystic to pretend to be alive. Alright. And that will be game, off to a nice start. I highly doubt, unless we were right on the verge of going up a rank, that we will, because he was only a silver player. But he had like 4 ribbons in Abyssian, so I don't think he was a real silver player, probably just an S rank player who hadn't really started off in the season very far. But it's always nice to get a win over Abyssian. So yeah, the focus for this video is really going to be, slowing it down, really analysing, trying to achieve almost perfect play. I don't know if you'll ever achieve perfect play, not consistently anyway, but just analysing every little thing we can. It might get a little bit tedious for so many people who just, watch it casually, but I want to improve as a player. I want to stay near the top. And it's been hard to play tournaments because they're all in the middle of the night for me, so ladder is now something I can actually focus on. So pretty standard mulligan there, just going for early game stuff. Probably get rid of Phoenix Fire. Doesn't really have a lot of good targets that Abyssian tends to run, like Sarlax, Jaxies, stuff like that. Alright. I love playing Heartseekers turn 1, but it's just too awkward on the mana, so we will do it this way. Range mask can be good, but can also be a bit of a trap sometimes, where you get convinced around playing around the mask, and then you kind of miss out on value. Okay, let's get rid of this. Nothing too exciting here. Could go for like this kind of thing, like on here and here and here. It's okay, but I don't think it's very good. We don't really have a great play, do we? Probably just Cyclone masking, trade, and then trade here. That seems okay. The 1 damage actually is relevant because you've got a Jaxi on board. Though it does suck that we can't develop our board anymore this turn. Okay, so we'll try and stay close to the action because we're not going all in on this plan. Okay, so our artifact's fully safe, and we can deal with the mini Jax at a later point. Or just with our mask. Trading into Jaxi has never been too good an idea. Okay, having Sword and Mechazor combo is always pretty good. Especially against what is probably going to be a Swarm Abyssian. So, but we will have to be careful when we use it. We can't just throw it out. We've only got 2 Mechazors in the deck and 3 Inner Focuses. Okay, interesting. That probably is grounds to do it though. Okay. Because he played it like that, we have to actually get our general in range. But that's probably fine. Let's give it a Silhouette Tracer because I don't think we can kite with only 1 charge guaranteed left. Okay, so this is safely out of range. We'll do this. And we are going to clear off the mini Jax with our general. Alright, end our turn. Yeah, very boring hand right now. Juxtaposition is not really a card you want in this matchup too much. It can be okay, late game Abyssian, but especially not against the Swarm Abyssian. See, even then, that wasn't... It was great. Obviously, it's good sort of Mechazor value, but in this matchup, you could probably consider being greedier with it. I'm not quite sure on that. Okay, that's completely fine. If he lets... No, he surely has an answer for this. Is he going to hit my face, or is he going to hit here? Okay, so maybe we can get a use... Swamp Entangler! Am I getting memed on here, guys? It's not a card you see every day. Huh. I'm getting wrecked by a Swamp Entangler. I mean, I'm not getting wrecked by it, but it's a bit annoying. It's very annoying. I have such good trades with the Gloom. Everything has such good trades otherwise. Really? That's funny. The Swamp Entangler value. I'm always saying that I think like Provokes are a little bit overrated against Songhai. Maybe not that overrated, but O3's. I think I just want to play this like here and trade in. I could just Phoenix Fire it. Let's just Phoenix Fire it. This is good value otherwise. Ran this way, so he has to make some kind of choice in regards to going after my General or my Heartseeker. Heartseeker is very, very good in this matchup. Especially with the killing edge. There's no clean answer. And Ritual Sacrifice. No, what's Ritual Banishing. I think that's it. That's, you know, pretty inefficient. Okay, Wraithling Swarm. So this is a full out Swarm deck. Alright. So we could switch gears and go face, but we always have to be very, very cautious doing that, just because the Deathwatch minion with healing and stuff is very gonna punish us really hard here. But that being said, we have a 75% chance to get a Mask of Shadows backstab off here, so I don't know if we can justify not doing that. Yeah, we simply have to do that. We're gonna trade. We're gonna work on the assumption that the way we could possibly theoretically lose this game is if he played that Deathwatch minion, and in this situation, killing a 1/1 with 1 damage saves us a damage anyway. It would heal him a damage, the damage would be countered, plus he would also deal us a damage. I mean, it probably doesn't require a lengthy explanation, but it's pretty intuitive. And with this burst in hand, it should be pretty much impossible for us to lose. I can't really think of much that he could do to win. Okay. So we will get another win. Okay, not sure why he didn't move, but we had lethal either way. Alright. Another win over Abyssian. I've had so many wins at rank 3. I think probably because it's also early in the season, you know, good chance number 1's not online to lose games to get me closer, so...
Songhai versus Songhai.
Alright, so a different matchup. against a very, very good Songhai player. I kind of want to keep these two for a Tusk Ball, but I'll just treat this as a Phoenix Fire, because the real answer I want against a Tusk Ball is always Mask of Shadows. Mask of Shadows is the only one that can really give you a tempo swing. And that's what you should always be looking in your openings to deal with. A Tusk Ball. Alright, so no other 2 drops. Hopefully we can get one here, which we did. Perfect one as well, so pretty lucky there, no denying. Sword of Mechazil. We could actually play around Sword of Mechazil super hard here, but would it be worth it? We'd have to play it here. I almost want to. It seems crazy. But we can still beat Sword of Mechazil pretty easily, so yeah. We won't do it. Just because we can deal with it with our general, still take a mana tile. Well, maybe not take a mana tile. But we don't need to take a mana tile. Okay, so no Sword of Mechazil. Mask of Shadows, ugh. Not what I wanted to see. We can clear it though, but it will give him a bit of value. Jaxi is also pretty annoying. Okay, so I'm thinking Heartseeker here, trade in, trade up, play Mechazil here. That's probably, we could play it here, block him off, but then another Mask of Shadows is a bit annoying. I think we'll just do it like this. Let's make a music hard on it. Jeez, not a good hand right now. Not a good hand at all, especially not a player against a player of this caliber. Ooh. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Okay. Okay, not looking as good now. Alright, so he's had a pretty nice start. We really need a Lantern Fox or something. Not the best. We will do this though, just because we have to. At least this way he'll have to use his face or another Phoenix Fire he drew, because we know he has one Phoenix Fire in hand. But you know, I think we're in we're not in a great position, but we're fortunate to even be equal on board, I think, or slightly ahead if you want to be optimistic. Okay. So, oh, he's inner focusing. So if he has a Cyclone Mask, we're in a little bit of trouble, I think. And it's not the worst, I guess. We are going to trade here. We might as well get some semblance of value out of our Mask of Shadows. Okay, Cyclone Mask is a decent draw. Bit too early for Spiral Technique though. He's only got 3 cards in hand, so it's not like he's way ahead on cards, but he's decently ahead. I hope that's not this. Okay, Artifact Hunter. Okay. Alright. It's not great for us, but we're still in it. Ah, that's not really what I wanted to see at all. Huh. That was, yeah, pretty bad timing. So we're dead to spiral technique no matter what. Even if we block ourselves up, because he can just hit here. Well, we don't have to be dead to guess. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we don't have enough damage. Not fun, not fun. Alright, if he's got spiral technique, we lose. If he has a lot of cards, we lose. But you know, I'm fairly happy with how I've played. Can't think of too much I've done wrong. Don't think I got rid of any early jobs. Just getting early minions out is really, really good in the Songhai mirror matchup. Just because Songhai is not, it's not going to keep efficiently removing your minions or anything. Okay, so he probably has a Cyclone Mask of his own, unless he's not running it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not another one. Oh god. Okay, is there anything that can give us lethal? That's 5, 8, 10. Are we 1 damage off lethal? Okay, it's 2, 4, 7, 10. Okay, I think we need another inner focus. Maybe. I'm not even sure if it's possible. I think we have to get rid of Tusk Ball. And that will be game. I guess technically we're alive. Alright, so we'll do what we can to live, but yeah. I think we're probably dead here, guys. Hopefully we don't drop ranks for this, because I feel like I don't deserve to, especially not when I'm versing Retsudo. No. Land inner focus. No way, are we alive? Wow. Alright. Okay, now the question is, what can we draw to win? And is there anything we can draw to win? Well, we can draw Spiral Technique. We also need a Silhouette Tracer. Alright, so does it matter what we remove? Doesn't actually matter at all, does it? Oh wait, can we draw another Killing Edge and win? I feel like my brain's working way too slowly. Yeah, I think we can draw another Killing Edge and win. Oh well. We had actually quite a few outs. We couldn't stop drawing them with... How much damage did we have here? We had 8 damage. We had actually quite a few outs there. We'll give him a well played. It was a close game. I think we played it pretty well. Yeah, I'll give him an ad. Very good player here. I've played him, you know, quite a lot ranking up. I guess we must be in similar time zones or whatever. But yeah, we'll call that a video for now. If I'll just get the deck list up again as I talk about for a little bit. But this kind of video really highlights why I love the game so much, just in being able to talk about everything that could possibly happen on camera. It makes me really appreciate every single tiny little decision you're making, and that's the kind of player I feel like I need to aim for if I want to stay in the top 5, go for number 1 again, because you really need an 80, maybe 90% win rate at sometimes. So I think we played pretty well this video. I'm happy with how I played. Songhai mirror is always a little bit iffy. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.